Okay. Our first speaker for today is Jeffrey Snyder. He's one of our newest Toastmaster members. Title of his speech is Enjoy the Silence. It is 5 to 7 minutes. Welcome, Jeffrey.
Thank you, Linda. Welcome, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests. My name is Jeff Schneider. I'm a relatively new member of Toastmasters and would like to share some of my experiences with public speaking. In life, silence can be terrifying. That was 7 seconds. In group dynamics, it's very terrifying and uncomfortable, and most times people will start speaking before the 7 seconds is up. I read it on the internet, so it just has to be true. Why is public speaking difficult? There could be anxiety. Not everyone likes to be the center of attention. There are time limits imposed, and it's very easy to get distracted with your speech, external circumstances, technical difficulties, and people can start speaking very quickly and even forgetting to breathe. But in everyday life, we speak all the time in small settings. But as the importance gets increased, it often becomes more difficult. In normal speaking, we have an idea, so we think about it. In our mind, we formulate what do we want to say. We breathe, we pause, and we speak. So what's the result? The audience is happy, you have a clear, concise message, and the presenter is very happy. So it's a win-win situation. When difficulties start happening, you're either distracted, you're not thinking clearly, you don't pause, people start using filler words, and as you're speaking, what's happening to your audience, they get very confused. And at the end, you're a very sad presenter. So the key is very important. It's basically listening to yourself, listening to feedback, and there's many different types of listening. The first one I would call active listening. So hopefully everyone in this room is actively listening to me. I would really appreciate that. But there's also passive listening. You could be doing something else at the same time and listening. Or you could not be listening at all because you're multitasking and something more important is going on. And also, it's what I call selective listening, where the example I would give would be any of the digital assistants, Alexa, Siri, the Google Assistant. Those only work if you say their name, you pause, and you give a command. If you speak quickly, they basically don't respond. So why is pausing important? If you don't pause, here's a bad example. I could just talk really fast and keep going because I'm getting nervous and I'm talking really fast. It's uncomfortable for you, the audience. It's uncomfortable for me, the speaker, and things are not going to work normally. But if I pause naturally, there's many times where it gives you, the audience, a very comfortable feeling. Me, the speaker, can be comfortable. But there can also be an awkward pause, which can go on for too long. If you're a comedian, awkward pauses are great. Comedic effect works out great. If you're a public speaker, you really want to avoid awkward pauses because you want to keep the audience. But what's the benefit for the audience? If you have a comfortable speaking pace, your audience is relaxed. You can be relaxed. You give your audience a chance to catch up. When you're speaking, you know what you're going to say. Hopefully you've practiced. You have thoughts in your head. You want to express these great ideas. The audience has no idea what you're going to say. If you give them a chance to catch up with your speaking, then they'll be much more inclined to enjoy the speech. And lastly, it will keep the interest level high. That way, they would like to hear you speak again. You'll have a second chance, possibly. And if you think about how would you use the pause, you know when the pause is coming. If you're a speaker, you're thinking and you're formulating what you want to say. When you're ready, say it with emphasis, say it slowly. There's really no reason to rush. Pausing is not a bad thing. In fact, you should enjoy the pause because that's a way that you can express yourself. So pausing is important. If you don't pause, you have a tendency to start using filler words. Using filler words is not good. We use filler words when we don't know what to say next, when we're undecisive, when we're confused. If anxiety starts feeling, the more pressure, the more filler words you use. The more pressure, you start losing your pace. As you lose your pace, you lose your presentation. To help you with pausing, prepare. Feel comfortable with speaking. Speak confidently. You know what you want to say. The audience has no idea what you want to say. There's many changes you can do as you're speaking. You're the only one knows that you're not saying what you prepared. The audience will not know as long as you speak confidently. Remember to breathe. It sounds easy, but if you forget to breathe, it really will make your presentation awkward. And remember to pace yourself. For the Toastmasters experience, it's a hands-on learning environment. You get to practice speaking prepared speeches. In every meeting, there's impromptu speeches where we have table topics. There's a chance to get feedback, and it's a very supportive environment. Here's the club mission. I'm not going to read it to you. You all know how to read, but it's a very welcoming environment and helps everyone with personal growth. So in summary, you should be able to enjoy the silence. Don't be afraid to pause. When you're speaking, be in sync with your audience. You'll see confused looks. It's a little harder with Zoom than in person, but you should always enjoy the silence. And thanks to Depeche Mode, we have. So thank you very much. Just in summary, my name's Jeff Schneider. I've been in Toastmasters for 2 months. I joined Toastmasters to improve my public speaking. And I really enjoyed the weekly format and interaction with the other members. So I highly recommend anyone interested in taking advantage of club membership and joining. Thank you very much.